Hey gang, welcome to Small Family Adventures. I'm Steven.
I'm Debbie.
And we are here. We are going to do something with those pinto beans that we cooked last time. And we're going to make
tortilla soup.
Tortilla soup. It's going to be really good, really tasty. We need to saute onions and what else?
Red peppers.
Oh, red peppers. We don't need to have just red peppers if we want, right?
They could be yellow.
We could do yellow, green.
Hot peppers if you want.
Hot peppers. But we basically want to saute the onions, but we figured, you know what? We'll saute the peppers with it. Start off, we're going to do a couple tablespoons of olive oil. We really don't want the anything to stick to the bottom of this pan, because it just will burn. The machine will shut down, tell us it's burned. So,
and sometimes it's not. It's just stuck to the bottom.
Right. It doesn't know quite the difference. It's not that smart. So we're going to let it heat it up here a little bit. There we go. That's good enough. Put some onions down here. Some red peppers. Now actually, for me, this is the first time I've ever sauteed on here. Have you sauteed before?
A couple of times.
Using the Instant Pot. We've got our piggy spatula here. Oh, that smells really good with the peppers and the onions.
After it sautés a little bit, we'll add a little bit of liquid to make sure that it deglazes the bottom in case something did stick.
For liquid, for the whole soup, we're using this chicken broth that's in a Tetra Pak. But you can use any broth. You could also use some water if you want to use to get it unstuck on the bottom. Again, you don't want anything on that bottom, otherwise it's really going to just add time to your cooking time.
Yeah. Because it'll say burn, so it'll be like, it's just a pain.
It is a pain. We know. And then, it's just a learning experience.
So just saute for a minute or so. Not even that long.
Debbie's the boss. She'll let me know when I'm supposed to stop. Now, while that's sauteing, we're going to talk about what else we got in here. We're going to put the chicken broth, like we said. We've got some beans here. We got 4 cups. Let's use a little bit more. We're not sponsored by them, but we're using Rotel mild diced tomatoes and green chili. And then, again, not sponsored by Chi-Chi's. We're using their salsa. All of those liquids are going to make a really nice soup. Now, you could do this. I'm sorry. The boss is telling me make sure I stir.
Otherwise, it'll stick to the
I
bottom.
don't want it to stick. Yum, yum, yummy. Now, you don't have to put any meat with this. You can use this as a vegetarian dish. Right, Debbie?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I got it out of a vegetarian cookbook. But I like chicken and I like meat, so I always put meat. So
we're going to add good, doesn't need to be, you don't need any black marks. You're not going to really get that at all. Let me open this up here. Add a little bit of this. Should I turn it off?
Yep, you can turn it off.
So let me hit the cancel button.
Add in the rest of our ingredients.
Just want to double check on the bottom that there's nothing sticking. I've never felt anything at all in this whole process. But I just want to double check so we're not cooking it So, did I miss anything? Oh, so we're having this chicken breast right here. And we're going to cook that in with it. And it's going to be really, really, really nice. Once it's done, we'll take that out and shred the chicken.
So that's 4 cups chicken broth, 1 Tetra Pak full.
4 cups chicken broth. Don't forget to recycle, people. Well, you don't need to recycle, people. People, please recycle. There we go. Then we've got our beans here. And what we've found is soups generally are really, really forgiving in the pot here. Right, Debbie?
Yep, the only difference is that if you have something that has dairy or cream in it of any kind, you cook the soup without that and then you add that in at the very end on the saute setting. Because anything with cream, odds are pretty good that it will burn. And by that, there's actually a message that comes up on the Instant Pot that says, burn.
Burned. It tells you, you've been burned. So I'm putting all the ingredients. I don't have the chicken in there yet. But again, this is where you stop if you want a vegetarian, if you don't want any meat in there. But we're going to keep going here. We've got this lovely, looks kind of like a whale, doesn't it? And we'll put that in there. Wash my hands real quick here. This is going to be good. It's going to be really good. I had a little bit of extra that didn't fit in. We're going to put that in here too with the beans. Alright, we're set to go here. Get the lid on the pot. Okay, Steven. Debbie's laughing at me. And then close it. Close your valve.
In general, it takes about 8 minutes to cook a thawed chicken breast, so that's how long you'll need to cook your soup.
So yeah, so what Debbie's saying is, you look at the thing that's going to take the longest, and how long is that one going to take to cook? So in this case, the raw chicken is, what'd you say, 8 minutes?
8 minutes.
Cooking. And let's reduce this down to 8 minutes. All right, here we go. We'll see you back on the other side. Hey gang, just a quick tip. We forgot to mention that you should stir it. So, make sure you stir your pot. Make sure there's nothing sticking on the bottom that will give it a chance to potentially burn. That extra liquid we definitely want there, and it'll save you a world of hurt. All right. So now we're going to take this chicken out, and we are going, oh, that smells so good. Oh, the pepper. Ooh, that just smells amazing. Cover that up. Turn it off. Keep it on warm.
I forgot to say, sometimes I add like a can of corn, because corn in the Instant Pot, nothing happens to it, and it adds a little bit of sweetness to the tortilla soup.
So now we're just going to shred this. If you have any tips on shredding, I've never really shredded. Pretty sure it's just what I'm doing here, just pulling it apart.
It's actually easier to do it if it's a little cooler.
Okay. Maybe let it sit. Now you may be wondering why on all these videos is Stephen here doing all the work and Debbie's telling him what to do. Would you like to tell him why, Deb?
Well, I have cerebral palsy. So, while I can stand, it's pretty much impossible for me to stand in front of the counter, in front of the camera, do the work, and talk all at the same time. So, it's my voice, but Steven's my hands. So, he does most of the work when it comes to that kind of thing.
Debbie is an excellent cook. I have the belly to prove it.
So by him being the hands, it really, and it speeds it up like at least tenfold. I can do it, but it's a slow process for me. And I did say process, I'm from Canada. So. And if you don't know, cerebral palsy is a mobility issue most of the time. It affects speech, hearing, vision, and mobility.
And every person with cerebral palsy has something. It's just different, right?
It's different for every person.
I've seen some people who have no problem walking, but they have other issues.
Like speech or hearing. It's actually a brain injury that happens before or during the process of birth. And then everything that comes back, it comes after, is just a symptom of that injury.
So there we have it. Let me see what Mama says.
That looks good to me.
Good?
Yep.
Alright, so we're going to bring the Instapot back. Now I just use forks, but we've seen some people use claws. These 2 claws that you can get like on Amazon or something. And but I've not used those. We might try those out to help Debbie's, something for her to hold on to better. Put that in there. And now we got something. Let's mix that all up. Oh, yummy. Debbie, can you get a ladle out of the drawer there? This one has holes in it.
Oh, yeah.
And we want to get some of that yummy juice that's in here. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
Oh, look at the beans. We got tomatoes and onions in here. Chicken. Again, as we said before, you can put what you want
Corn is a nice
in
add.
it. You can add corn. You don't need to have meat if you're a vegetarian or you're trying to cut down your meat. Make it just as a vegetable. So now you can top this with just about anything, right, Debbie?
Yep.
What should I put on first? Cheese?
Cheese. Yep. Cheese, sour cream, and then the chips on top.
So we got some cheese. This is a Mexican blend cheese. And then we have some sour cream here. And then it wouldn't be tortilla soup without adding some tortillas. And there we go. I've not really dressed a plate for photography before. This is a new thing for me. But look at that.
It's looking pretty good.
Looks yummy, doesn't it? Yeah. So, all right. We'll be back in just a second. So hey gang, so here we finished our tortilla soup. And tell us what you think if you try this. Did you want to try this?
Sure. By the way, it can be a freezer meal.
What do you mean?
Let it cool all the way down. Oh, it tastes good. Nice and spicy. You can cool it all the way down and put it in a Ziploc bag and stuff it in your freezer and take it out and stick it in your Instant Pot again for about, I don't know, 20 minutes, and it would make a good freezer meal.
So when you say 20 minutes, is that on high pressure? Or are you just going to warm it up like it's a slow cooker?
You could put it back in pressure, but I would just use the saute feature and just warm it that way.
Okay. All right. I'm going to give this a shot too.
It's yummy.
Let me see here. Oh, this bowl is hot.
I have made it before, but it has been a long time.
It has. Boy, that worked out really good.
And I've not made it in the instant pot.
And my sweater likes it too.
I've not made it in the Instant Pot before, but it worked out really good.
That works really nice. Now, where did you get the recipe originally from?
I got it from Company's Coming Cookbooks by Jean Paris, again out of Canada. She's from Alberta, and if you haven't noticed, if you haven't guessed, I'm from Canada, so I have a lot of Canadian takes on things. So
tell us what you think, and feel free to like and subscribe if you like what you see. We do all kinds of stuff. This is we're new to the channel, and our main purpose is to have fun as a family. We found that we were crowding around the TV too much, and the girls were in their rooms just doing whatever, and we just want to get out and have fun, and then take you guys along with. So if you have any ideas, put those in the chat as well. But we're going to go for now. You guys have a good day. This is Steven.
I'm Debbie.
And from our house to yours, we sure hope you have an awesome day. All right? Bye.
Bye-bye.